because they do. And because our patients' lives depend on it too. Thank you. Go vote.
Slept a full night my entire life. I was 5 years old when my stepfather abused me for the first time. I just felt like I was alone on a planet with a monster. I was 12 when he impregnated me. I just remember thinking, I have to get out of my skin. I can't be me right now. Like, this can't be it. I didn't know what to do. I was a child. I didn't know what it meant to be pregnant at all. But I had options. Because Donald Trump overturned Roe v. Wade, girls and women all over the country have lost the right to choose, even for rape or incest. Donald Trump did this. He took away our freedom.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
I was born and raised in Tucson, Arizona, and first of all, I want to thank you, Texas, for this amazing welcome. I know it's not for me, but it's still amazing. Thank you so much. So tonight, really quickly, I'm just here to tell you a little bit about my story. In October of 2021, 2 weeks after my husband left for deployment, I actually found out I was 4 weeks pregnant. But very quickly, we figured out that there was something wrong, and after 3 weeks of medical tests, blood tests, ultrasounds, and everything in between, my doctor told me that I had an ectopic pregnancy at 7 weeks. My ectopic pregnancy was in my left fallopian tube, and if left untreated, it could burst and lead me to need emergency surgery. But luckily, I was able to go into the hospital the next day and get a methotrexate shot and begin to heal. However, few months later, 6 or 7 months later, the Supreme Court that was hand-picked by Donald Trump overruled Roe v. Wade. Access to a safe and quick abortion was what saved my life and preserved my fertility, and now those very same protections were gone. It unleashed cruel abortion bans across the country, and we began to read about women in Texas, in Alabama, in other states with ectopic pregnancies just like mine that were denied emergency abortion care. and that is unacceptable. Now, that was 3 years ago, almost to the day actually. And my husband and I are on our second round of IVF. And if anybody in the crowd has ever gone through IVF, you know just how bloated and how tired I am right now. But I am still here today, no matter how tired, no matter how sore, because we need to fight for the rights of women everywhere to make decisions over their bodies. Earlier this year, my husband and I watched in horror as the Alabama Supreme Court made a decision that put IVF in danger in the state. My heart goes out to those families because I know what they're going through. And now, I am going through it myself, especially because Donald Trump's GOP policies and reluctance to protect IVF is going to put it at risk for families in 50 states. And that is not something that we will allow to happen. But Texas, tonight we can turn the page and we can continue to make our voices heard. Vice President Harris is a fighter, and she will work tirelessly to protect our families and our futures. So for the next 11 days, it is our turn to show up for her. Knock on doors, speak to every family member out there. Have the awkward conversations and leave it all in the field because our lives and our futures depend on it. I trust women to make decisions over their own bodies, and I trust Texas women to tell men like Ted Cruz, J.D. Vance, and Donald Trump that they are done. Their turn is over. This November, we will all come together and make our voices heard and elect Kamala Harris as the next President of the United States. Thank you and good night.
Working 5 to 9 and 9 to 5. Then it's your dreams to watch them shatter. You just step on the boss man ladder. You got dreams you never take away.
Never take away.
You're on the table with the love you will win. Wait for the day your ship will come in. I'm gonna turn it over, roll your way. Working 9 to 5. 9 to 5. Living barely getting by. It's all time, no giving. They just use your mind.
Across the shifting sand and room for everyone living in the promised land. So they came from the distant isle, nameless woman, faithless child, like a bad dream. Until there was no room at home, no place to run, no place to fall. Give us your daily bread. We have no shoes to wear, no place to call our home, only this cross to bear. We are the multitude, lend us a helping hand. Is there no love anymore? Living in the promised land.
Hey, how y'all doing? We ready to say, Madam President? Mama, Don't let them babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars, drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors, lawyers. Mama, grow up to be cowboys. They'll never stay home, they're always alone, even with someone they love. Cowboys ain't easy to love, and they're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds and gold. Lone Star belt buckles, old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. And if you don't understand him and he don't die young, he'll probably just ride away. Mama, don't let your babies to be cowboy. Don't let them pick guitars, drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and stuff. Mama! They'll never stay home, they're always alone, even with someone they love. Cowboys like smoky old pool rooms and clear mountain mornings. Little warm puppies, the children and girls of the night. Them that don't know him won't like him, and them that do sometimes won't know how to treat him. He ain't wrong, he's just different. His pride won't let him do things to make you think he's right. Mama! Don't let them pick guitars, drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors, lawyers, and stuff. Mama! They'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. Thank y'all very much. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Everybody sing. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends. Insisting that the world keep turning our way. Our way. I hear you. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Big finish. I can't wait to get on the road again. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Shifting sand, room for everyone, living in the promised land. So they came from the distant isle, nameless woman, faithless child, like a bad dream. Until there was no room at all, no place to run, no place to fall. Give us your daily bread. We have no shoes to wear, no place to call our home, only this cross to bear. us a helping hand? Is there no love anymore? Living in the promised land.
It's a blue wave.
here, right here.
First of all, I'm the one that got rid of Roe v. Wade.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
What do you think when you see that?
Like, I honestly feel sick to my stomach right now. Well, of course I blame Trump for what happened to me. He's bragging about doing it. He's bragging about overturning Roe v. Wade, which nearly killed me.
He doesn't care or know what's actually happening to normal people.
And it's hard to ignore that he thinks I should be punished for receiving health care, yet he shouldn't be held responsible for his own actions. That's terrifying to think that he might be president again.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father, run for your children, run for your sisters and brothers. Leave all your love and your longing behind. You can't carry it with you if you want to survive. The dark days are over, the dark days are done.
Hi, Houston. My name is Amanda Zarowski.
And I'm Josh Zarowski.
We live in Austin.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Austin. Amanda and I met in preschool. We're from the same small town. We had a moment in high school, and then we reconnected as adults. Ever since, we've been partners in crime. We decided we wanted to start our family, and so after 18 months of grueling fertility treatments, in the spring of 2022, we were thrilled to find out that she was pregnant with our first baby, a girl. We were over the moon.
My first trimester was smooth sailing, but suddenly at 18 weeks, I suffered complications. We were with 100% certainty going to lose our baby girl. We were devastated. What I needed at that point was an abortion so that I could safely and with dignity deliver our daughter and begin the healing process.
But this was post-Roe, Texas. The near total abortion ban had gone into effect just 2 days after Amanda's water broke. Ending the pregnancy would have been a legal abortion under the Texas ban. Our doctor risked losing her license and even faced jail time.
So I was told to wait to seek care until I got so sick that my life was considered in danger. Only then would my case fall under one of the rare exceptions where a doctor can intervene in our state of Texas.
For 3 long days, we begged for someone to help. But the help never came due to Texas's oppressive, inhumane abortion laws. Eventually, Amanda's temperature spiked. She was shaking and disoriented. We rushed to the emergency room, and by this time, Amanda had developed an infection which had become septic.
I was finally close enough to death to deserve health care in Texas. After stabilizing my vitals enough to deliver our baby, Willow, I crashed again with another bout of sepsis, and I was transferred to the ICU. Our family flew in from across the country for fear that I wouldn't make it through the night. It was in that dark and lonely hospital room that I realized I was actually lucky. I lived. Others have not.
It is unthinkable to me that anyone could cheer on the cruel abortion bans that nearly took Amanda's life. But that's exactly what Donald Trump and Ted Cruz have done. That's right. That is right. And adding to this cruelty, Trump has said that there should be some sort of punishment for women who have an abortion. Women just like Amanda.
What's just as scary is that Donald Trump's allies have detailed plans on how Trump would ban abortion in all 50 states without the help of Congress. That means that what Josh and I went through could be the reality facing Americans and families in this country if he gets back into power.
I want to tell every last voter including each and every man out there, that this is our fight too. The decision about, that's right. And the decision about if and when to start a family should be ours to make, not Donald Trump's, not Ted Cruz's. That's why we need to elect Vice President Harris, Representative Colin Allred, and Democrats up and down the ballot to restore our reproductive freedom.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally.
Hey, Houston, how you doing? Hey, let's give it up for Amanda and Josh. You know, it shouldn't be lost on us that they were just up here telling their own personal story of what they've gone through here in this state. And I want to thank Vice President Harris for coming to Texas and for shining a light on what's happening to Texas families and Texas women. Thank you, Amanda and Josh. Listen, I'm Congressman Colin Allred, and with y'all's help, and God's grace, we're going to beat Ted Cruz. That's right. You know, that's right. You hear that, Ted? You hear that? Let's go, Texas. All right. Now, y'all know, I believe in a very different Texas than Ted Cruz does. 'Cause I was raised by a single mother who's a public school teacher, and we don't pay our teachers enough. We don't pay them enough. And so I relied on my community, on my teachers and my coaches, folks who went above and beyond for me. They poured themselves into me. It's because of them I became captain of the football team at Baylor, was a linebacker in the NFL, became a civil rights lawyer, and have served us in Congress for the last 6 years. And you know what? My time in Congress, I've been the exact opposite of Ted Cruz. Because I never forgot where I came from. I never forgot the folks who gave me a chance. I've been the most bipartisan Texan in Congress because that's how you get things done. That's what we elect people to do. Because I know there are heroes out here right now who dropped their kids off at school, who went to work maybe for 1 or 2 jobs like my mom used to do. And I know you're hoping that your elected officials are working as hard as you are. But Ted Cruz has been all about himself for too long. Too long. 12 years is long enough. And I don't know if y'all saw the debate the other night. Yeah? There's one thing I know for sure after that debate. It's that everything is bigger in Texas, but Ted Cruz is too small for Texas. He's too small. He's too small for Texas. You know what small people do? Is when you lose an election, you think, you know what, I'm gonna try and overturn that election. I know many of y'all probably know where you were on January 6th. I know where I was. I was on the House floor doing my job. I remember when they locked all the doors. We barred the doors the president walks through to deliver the State of the Union with furniture that we usually use to hold paper. I texted my wife, Allie, who was 7 months pregnant with our son, Cameron, "Whatever happens, I love you." Because when you're the only former NFL linebacker in the room, and there's a mob at the door, everybody's like, "What you gonna do, Colin?" And I went to public school in Texas. I'm not just gonna sit there. So I took off my suit jacket, and I was prepared to defend the House floor from that mob. That's what happened. At the same time, after he'd gone around the country lying about the election, after he'd been the objector to the results in Arizona, Ted Cruz was hiding in a supply closet. That's okay. That's okay. I don't want him to get hurt by the mob. The point is, there shouldn't have been a mob. There shouldn't have been one. And if you summon one, and then you run for United States Senate, you gotta lose your job. That's what you gotta do. And he's too small for Texas, because when 30 million Texans were relying on him, when the lights went out, he decided to go to Cancun. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? If your neighbor needed help in a crisis, you would go check on them. Can you imagine having the privilege and the responsibility of representing our great state, and a crisis hits our state, and you think, "I need to go check out the Ritz-Carlton in Cancun"? You wouldn't do it. I'll tell you what, if you did, and you ran for office again, you gotta lose your job. That's what's gotta happen. All right. And you know what? If you are singularly responsible for taking away a fundamental freedom from Texas women because you think you know better than Texas women and their families and their doctors, and you put in place this abortion ban, and you celebrate this abortion ban, you introduce at the national level 5 times a nationwide abortion ban, then you have to lose your job. Texas women, for all the Texas families, for all the Texas families. You know, Allie and I have been blessed with 2 healthy babies in Dallas in the last 5 years. I can't imagine if at one of our appointments, the doctor would come in and says, "A problem with the baby, or with my wife, but there's nothing I can do because Ted Cruz thinks he knows better." That's not who we are. There's one thing I know about us as Texans, and I'm a 4th-generation Texan. It's that we believe in freedom. And this is not it. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, Texas. In 10 days, we're gonna beat Ted Cruz. In 10 days. And when we do, we're gonna make Roe v. Wade the law of the land again. No more of this. That's right. Beat Ted Cruz. For all the Texas families, for all the families who are looking for a senator who's looking out for them, I will never abandon you when you need me most. I will protect your fundamental rights. I will bring us together around our shared values. I'll remind us that we have more in common than what divides us. We might have come here on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. We're all Texans. We're all Americans. We have to have a leader who understands that. And so here's what we gotta do, Texas. We got 10 days to knock on doors, make phone calls. We got to make sure Kamala Harris is the next president of the United States. make sure we send Ted Cruz packing. And when we do, it won't be a win for me or for a party. It'll be a win for our state. Are y'all ready? You fired up? You ready to go? All right, let's do it, Texas. God bless you. And may God bless the great state of Texas.
Some noise one more time. It's starting to feel like a family affair in here. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Thank you.